St. Edward's University, just to give you a little bit of context, is a small private liberal arts institution, a little over 5,000 students. And when Larry asked that I give a presentation, he asked that I try to highlight some of the ways in which St. Ed's fosters innovation in teaching and learning with technology. So I will attempt to do that in the next few minutes. So I want to start at the point in which everything starts at St. Ed's, and that's with our mission. Right? So our mission actually says quite a number of different things, but the thing that really pops out to me is that we try to offer students not only curricular experiences within the walls of the classroom, but also co-curricular and experiential learning opportunities as well. Now, increasingly, this happens with an emphasis and focus towards promoting a sense of global perspective in an environment where our classes are increasingly becoming more globally distributed. Now, I'm a member of the Instructional Technology Department at St. Ed's, which is, in itself, one of several information technology areas at St. Ed's. And our mission, really, is then to work with faculty members who want to produce and try to produce innovative curricular programs in support of our mission. So there are a number of different areas within instructional technology that are available to do this. Now, several of you who are on the tour, those of you that went on the tour last year, may have seen our Faculty Resource Center, seen the lab. We have a number of different staff that offer a range of services, from instructional design support to Blackboard consultation and even support for our life-size video conferencing classrooms, which support globally distributed learning experiences. Now, the FRC works in conjunction with several other IT support areas, including our a help desk, training support services, a media services. So there's a wealth of support services available for faculty, staff, and students that offer group-based training, individual training, consults, walk-up help desk support, as well as a 5-minute media services response. So all of these areas then work in collaboration with faculty members at St. Ed's to create innovative curricular experiences. Now, I want to take just a minute today and highlight the work of Dr. Vagdevi Munir in the Master of Arts in Counseling program at St. Ed's. Vagdevi did something really interesting. She took a bunch of students over to India last fall in a study abroad experiences. But she didn't just send the students over to India, she equipped them with netbooks and 3G dongles. Now, to give you a kind of a sense of this, what she did was she equipped students with this technology, and then she sent them to remote villages in India and had them communicate with people at the Acharya Institute, which is another university in India. And as I think about this project, I'm kind of reminded of Larry's comments today, that the network really is everywhere. The network connects us, and it helps us to design innovative educational experiences. Now, Vagdevi also happens to be the faculty co-chair of a really important group on campus, our Teaching and Learning with Technology Roundtable, or the TLTR. Now, the TLTR is comprised of a number of faculty. Every single school, actually, at St. Ed's is represented on the TLTR, but we also have a rep from the deans. We also have a rep from the academic council. A number of IT areas are on that group. So what the group generally does is it talks about both teaching and learning challenges as well as opportunities for innovation. So what Vagdevi did is she drafted a proposal to talk about the technology portion of her pilot project and described what it was that she wanted to do, and the TLTR reviewed the proposal and then recommended that it be funded. Now, that recommendation went to our Director of Instructional Technology, Mary Howerton, who funded the technology portion of Vagdevi's pilot. Now, I want to highlight this process for just a minute, because I think for us it's really been the centerpiece of how we have kind of approached kind of these initial innovations with technology, right? So the pilot project proposal process has been used to fund our first ePortfolio projects, our first Clicker projects, our first digital audio voice recorder projects, and more recently an iPad project to support our graphics design program. Now, another office which has a seat on the TLTR is our Center for Teaching Excellence, led by Dr. Julie Sievers. Now, the role of the CTE is to help provide teaching and learning resources and consultations for faculty, as well as, in a more general sense, to try to help promote a dialogue on campus around teaching and learning and to promote these conversations. I actually had the opportunity to take advantage of the services provided by Julie's office last summer when I began a process of redesigning a class in global social problems, which is a course that's offered as part of our general education requirement at St. Ed's. Now, to actually design this course, which some people have characterized as a bit of an extreme pilot, I actually sought out another opportunity for funding, and that is through our curricular development grants that are available for faculty. I co-applied with another instructor, Bob Strong, and we received the award through our school, which was the School of University Programs at St. Ed's. Now, after a summertime of really intense development and working with the Faculty Resource Center staff, what I came out with was a class in global social problems, local action, and social networks for change. Now, the goal of this particular class was to try to bring students to an opportunity to address real-world global social problems, but do so in ways that were authentic, right? In ways in which they interacted with social media, in ways in which they partnered with nonprofit organizations, as a way to present them with real-life opportunities. So there were a number of different elements that were designed as part of this particular class. One of the elements that I want to highlight is kind of the game design philosophy behind the class. So what I decided to do is to design a process by which we had a peer review process, for instance, with students. So students would write blog entries that were related to their global social problems. They would then have to review each other's entries, now based on any one of 10 different, what I called, course, character traits. All right, so this is based on a more or less a superhero genre kind of gaming model that was very much inspired by the work of Jane McGonigal. So what I did was define a number of different character traits, including clarity, cooperation, empathy, courage, and not the least of which was credibility. So students then had to rate each other on how well everybody demonstrated these characteristics through their blog postings. As a result of that, there were superhero-themed style badges awarded to their profiles on a site which was 99% public. Now, an interesting thing happened at the end of the summertime, once we finished the development process. Davy was sitting in Cusette Realis's office and talking about a class that she wanted to do in mindfulness, and she happened to see the class that had been previously designed and said, Jason, I really like the structure of the class and some of the design elements of the class. Can I use this class, this kind of approach rather, to help inform the design of my mindfulness class? And of course I said yes, because I thought it would be a great opportunity to try to encourage a kind of diffusion of innovation from one class to another, right? And it's a kind of innovation diffusion that we'd like to see occur, and we try to promote through conversations through our Center for Teaching Excellence and our TLTR. So with that, I want to thank you for letting me take the time for just a few minutes today to give you a whirlwind tour of kind of the ecosystem around which we try to foster innovation in teaching and learning at St. Edward's University. Thank you all very much.